Right. I just watched back that video that I just did. I uploaded it and I watched. Oh, it's really funny. Oh dear, I never really knew that I could be funny like that. Sometimes it has been known that I can be a bit funny. I can be very serious as well. Anyway, I shall continue my story. Right, we're trying to get through breakfast, and this is sometimes an effort for people who are trying to be healthy, just trying to get through the day without getting all this temptation. But hopefully it'll just come normal. That's my aim. Is all this healthy eating and exercising that will just become normal. Not that I have McDonald's breakfast every morning. I don't. I have had it before now, but this last year I tend to have. If I do go to McDonald's in the morning, I tend to just have one of their cafe lattes, which are really yummy. I really like them, and so I tend to have that. And if I really, really feel like having the food, then I would have a bagel with Philadelphia. So that's my sort of, But I never get tempted to have their greasy muffins, and I hope they don't sue me for dodging them down. Well, not dodging them down, that's the wrong word, but saying bad things about them, because maybe I shouldn't say McDonald's, but I've just said it. So anyway, I should continue with my little story. So I've just tackled breakfast, okay? So I've just defeated, well, I don't know, but anyway, this is what it's like. So this is the next challenge. Oh, I've just had my breakfast. Now, I wonder if I would have a cup of tea. I don't want to have too much caffeine. I'm going to cut down on caffeine from now on my healthy diet, because I find too much caffeine keeps me awake at night. Well, not keeps me awake, but I'm asleep, but the caffeine makes your brain active. This is what I was told, and I believe it because I tried it. Apparently, it takes 12 hours for caffeine, which is in this, I can't tell you what, oh hang on, turn it around. In this, there's the caffeine, yeah, but also tea, there's caffeine. Even the decaf tea has got a chemical in it which is as bad as caffeine, and it takes 12 hours for it to get out of your system. So although your body is asleep when you go to bed, yeah, your brain's active. So you wake up in the morning feeling really tired, because your brain has still been active while your body's asleep. So of course you wake up really feeling, oh, I'm really tired, I need a cup of coffee to wake me up, and the cycle starts again. But when I did my healthy eating, well, a long time ago now, the last time I did my major healthy eating plan, I cut out caffeine completely, and I just had one cup of tea in the morning, and sometimes two, but after midday I didn't have any, and I didn't have any at all. I just had fruit teas, juices, squash, all that sort of thing, water, lots of water, and I slept so much better. But then you get back into habits, which is untrue. Anyway, forget that. Cup of tea, no. I think I'll have a cup of tea. Yes, have a cup of tea, but try not to have any sugar. Well, I don't tend to have sugar now. I have sweeteners, but I got a bit of a problem because I like to have, at the moment, 2 sweeteners is too sweet. 1 sweetener is not sweet enough, so I try to have 1.5. Of course, 1.5 sweeteners, I have to cut the sweetener in half, which is just ridiculous, and I end up chucking the other half away because it gets mushy on the counter. And it's just, why do we do these silly things just because we want a cup of tea? Why don't we just have a cup of tea and just put a spoon of sugar in it? Yes, but if you put a spoon of sugar in your tea, then that's empty calories that you could do without. Well, you could try some honey in your tea instead. I could try honey in my tea instead. I have actually tried that before because I figured it was healthier than sugar. But really, it's probably got just the same amount of calories. So, just having a cup of tea is it's just like a big, oh, anyway. Oh, just have a cup of tea, have lots of tea, don't worry about the flipping sugar. Just have it. Have loads and loads and loads. Put some whiskey in it as well. No, oh no, that's the wrong one, hang on. Honey, you should honey. Don't you dare put whiskey in your tea. That's a terrible thing to suggest. It's not funny now, is it? It was funny before, but no. Well, what you could do, I've got an idea. What you could do is have a cup of tea and a cake, because you only had muesli for your breakfast, and that water, and that banana or apple or whatever it was you decided to have. Yes, I did actually. I was really good at breakfast, so I could probably have a cake. It won't harm, and then of course, if I have a cake, I could always go for a walk, a long walk, and walk it all off. Do you really think you're going to go for a walk if you have a cake and walk it off? Yeah, just have the cake. Worry about the walk later. Well, why don't you not have the cake and just go for a walk as well? I could go for a walk, but then I'm going to be hungry if I just have a cup of tea and no sugar and a sweetener that I've got cut in half. Oh, it's just all these decisions I've got to make about what I'm going to have and when I'm going to have it, and oh my goodness. Right, well, forget that. I think I'll think about dinner. What am I going to have for dinner? Well, you could go McDonald's, seeing as you didn't have McDonald's this morning. You shouldn't really have McDonald's. I've been really good this morning having my breakfast. Oh, I don't really want to have McDonald's. I guess I could walk to McDonald's and then that'd be like burning it off on the way there. But I must admit, I'm getting so used to not having McDonald's these days. They are quite nice sometimes, but they get a bit ugh. Sorry, McDonald's. I shouldn't say McDonald's, should I? I should call it something else. Yeah. If you have MacD's, should call it Mackeys, and then there's no confusion. If you have Mackeys, right, it's coded by the way, you will feel lethargic and tired, and you won't be able to function for the rest of the day. You will just feel ugh, honestly. No, you won't. That's a load of rubbish. You could always have their healthier options. Well, the problem is, if you go to Mackeys and you think about having their healthier options, when you're there, if you're feeling weak, you might not be able to resist having the other options that you normally like. Oh, don't listen to her. She just wants to spoil all these things that you want to do, make your life difficult. Well, you could go and have one of these, what are they called again? Those things that you have. I have them a lot actually. And they're, the bread roll with the meat in. Anyway, not Subway today, that's Subway. We like Subway, by the way. I hope I'm not allowed to advertise that. We do like Subway because it's health. We think it's healthier, me and the children. And so this year we've had a lot more Subway than McDonald's. I mean Mackeys. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say McDonald's, am I? I might get in real trouble for saying that. Do you know, this video making is quite difficult, really. You've got to be careful. I don't know what we're allowed and what we're not allowed. Do you know what I mean? Well, don't worry about it. If you get in trouble, they'll just delete your videos. They'll delete my videos. Anyway, I think I better go because I don't know how many minutes I've been recording this for. And if I go over 10 minutes, it won't upload, which is a real pain. I think I need to put a clock counter outside so that I can see, how much I've been recording. I haven't actually officially started my healthy eating yet, although today I was actually quite healthy.